Welcome to the most exciting coin discovery of your life. Today, we're diving into the mysterious and ultra-rare bicentennial coins, an ordinary-looking coin with the power to make you a millionaire overnight. If you've got this hidden gem in your pocket, your entire future could change in an instant. Let's unlock the secrets behind this legendary piece of treasure. The legendary 1964 Jefferson nickel is one of those mysterious American coins that has captured the imagination of collectors for decades. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary 5-cent piece hiding inside an old drawer, dusty piggy bank, or forgotten coin jar. But some rare versions of this famous nickel have shocked the coin world with jaw-dropping prices. Many people spend these coins without even checking the date or mint condition, never realizing that a single rare error or special strike from 1964 could be worth thousands. And in extraordinary cases, collectors dream of values climbing into life-changing territory. The excitement around this coin continues to grow because 1964 was an important year in American coin history, a time when millions of nickels were produced during a period of massive demand across the United States. What makes the 1964 Jefferson nickel so fascinating is the possibility of hidden treasure. During that year, the United States Mint produced an enormous number of nickels, but among those millions were a few unusual coins with rare minting mistakes, sharp details, and exceptional surfaces that collectors desperately hunt for today. Some coins were struck with doubled dies, while others show off-center designs, strange lettering, or powerful mirror-like finishes. These tiny differences may sound small to ordinary people, but in the world of rare coins, a single unusual feature can transform a simple nickel into a collector's dream. That is why experienced collectors carefully inspect every 1964 nickel under magnification, hoping to discover a hidden masterpiece worth a fortune. The design of the 1964 Jefferson nickel also adds to its charm and value. The front proudly features former American President Thomas Jefferson, while the back displays his famous home, Monticello. This design had already become iconic by the 1960s, and the coin's composition gave it durability that helped many survive decades of circulation. Unlike modern coins that often feel lighter and less impressive, the 1964 nickel carries a solid feel that collectors admire. Its blend of copper and nickel created a beautiful metallic shine when freshly minted, and even worn examples still carry a classic vintage appearance that attracts treasure hunters around the world. Some of the most valuable 1964 Jefferson nickels are the ones graded in nearly perfect condition by professional coin experts. A regular worn nickel might only be worth a few cents, but a sharply struck example with blazing luster and almost no scratches can command astonishing prices at auctions. Collectors compete fiercely for these high-grade specimens because very few survived in pristine condition after decades of use. Certain proof versions from 1964 are especially desirable because they were struck with extra care, producing reflective surfaces that almost look like mirrors. When such coins are preserved perfectly, their values can rise dramatically, turning a tiny 5-cent piece into a prized collectible admired by serious numismatists. Another reason collectors become obsessed with the 1964 Jefferson nickel is the possibility of mint errors. Error coins create excitement because they are accidental and unique. Imagine discovering a nickel where the words appear doubled, the image is slightly shifted, or the metal was struck incorrectly during production. These strange imperfections make collectors go wild because no two error coins are exactly alike. Some rare 1964 nickel errors have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their condition and rarity. Stories of lucky people finding these coins in pocket change have fueled dreams across America, encouraging millions to search through old jars and inherited collections in hopes of finding a hidden treasure. The year 1964 itself carries historic importance in American coin collecting. During this era, the United States faced a nationwide coin shortage, causing the mint to produce huge quantities of coins to meet public demand. Because so many nickels were made, people often assume they are all common and worthless. But that belief is exactly what makes rare examples so exciting. Hidden among ordinary nickels are extraordinary coins that escape notice for decades. Collectors love the thrill of searching because every 1964 nickel holds the possibility of being something special. One lucky discovery could completely change the owner's financial future and transform an overlooked coin into a headline-making collectible. There are collectors who believe some rare varieties of the 1964 Jefferson nickel could continue increasing in value as demand grows stronger year after year. The coin market thrives on rarity, condition, and public fascination, and this nickel has all three ingredients. As more people learn about valuable nickels through videos, auctions, and collector communities, competition becomes more intense. A coin once ignored as pocket change may suddenly become the center of attention. This growing interest creates powerful excitement, especially for rare proof strikes and unusual mint errors that are extremely difficult to locate today. The emotional side of coin collecting is another reason the 1964 Jefferson nickel remains legendary. Many people inherit old coins from parents or grandparents without realizing their potential worth. Imagine opening an old box stored for decades and finding a shiny 1964 nickel hidden among ordinary coins. That moment creates pure excitement because the coin may hold far greater value than expected. Stories like these inspire collectors everywhere to keep searching. The idea that a tiny 5-cent coin could help pay debts, buy a car, or even change someone's life forever adds mystery and adventure to the hobby of coin collecting. Professional grading also plays a massive role in determining the true value of a 1964 Jefferson nickel. Experts carefully examine the coin's condition, shine, strike quality, and surface preservation before assigning a grade. Even the smallest scratch can affect value, while a flawless coin can reach astonishing prices. Some top-grade examples have become highly respected treasures in elite collections, and collectors are willing to spend huge amounts of money competing for the best specimens available. The better the grade, the more powerful the coin's value becomes, which is why preserving old nickels carefully is extremely important for anyone hoping to uncover a fortune. Today, the 1964 Jefferson nickel continues to inspire dreams of hidden wealth and unexpected fortune. Millions of people may still have these nickels sitting unnoticed in drawers, jars, or inherited collections, completely unaware of their possible value. While not every 1964 nickel is worth a fortune, the rare varieties, error coins, and high-grade specimens have created legendary stories throughout the coin collecting world. That is why collectors constantly warn others never to underestimate old American coins. One small nickel from 1964 could become the discovery of a lifetime, and for the lucky person holding the right coin, that tiny piece of metal may carry the power to completely transform their future overnight. The hunt for the rare 1964 Jefferson nickel has become almost like a modern treasure hunt across America. Coin collectors spend countless hours searching through bank rolls, estate collections, flea markets, and forgotten family coin boxes hopping to uncover one extraordinary nickel hiding among ordinary change. The excitement comes from the fact that valuable coins are sometimes discovered in the most unexpected places. A person may receive one in change at a grocery store or find one buried inside an old drawer that has not been opened for years. These stories fuel the imagination of collectors because they prove that rare treasures can still appear when least expected. One of the biggest reasons the 1964 Jefferson nickel attracts attention is its connection to the golden age of American coinage. Coins from this era were built differently, carrying a heavier and more durable feel than many modern coins. Collectors admire the craftsmanship, the detailed portrait of Thomas Jefferson, and the beautiful image of Monticello on the reverse side. When preserved in excellent condition, these nickels shine with an impressive luster that instantly captures attention. Some proof versions display mirror-like surfaces so reflective that they almost look unreal under bright light. Many coin experts believe that rare minting mistakes are what truly transformed some 1964 Jefferson nickels into legendary collectibles. During the fast-paced production process at the mint, tiny mechanical errors occasionally occurred, creating coins with doubled letters, shifted designs, clipped edges, or unusual strikes. While the mint considered these coins mistakes, collectors view them as hidden masterpieces. The rarer the error, the more collectors are willing to pay. Certain dramatic error nickels from 1964 have become highly prized because only a handful are known to exist, making them some of the most exciting discoveries in the coin collecting world. Another fascinating detail is how condition alone can create an enormous difference in value. Two nickels from the same year may appear similar to ordinary people, but professional collectors see every tiny detail. A heavily worn coin may only hold face value, while a sharply detailed example with brilliant surfaces and almost no marks can command astonishing prices. Coins graded at the highest levels become extremely difficult to find because most nickels from 1964 circulated heavily for decades. That scarcity creates fierce competition whenever a near-perfect example appears at auction, causing collectors to bid aggressively for ownership. The popularity of rare American coins has exploded in recent years, bringing new attention to the 1964 Jefferson nickel. Social media videos, coin collecting channels, and auction headlines have introduced millions of people to the possibility that ordinary-looking coins could secretly be valuable. This growing fascination has encouraged beginners to examine their pocket change more carefully than ever before. Many people who once ignored old coins now inspect dates, mint marks, and unusual features, hoping to uncover a hidden fortune among common currency. The dream of turning 5 cents into thousands of dollars keeps the excitement alive. Collectors also admire the 1964 Jefferson nickel because it represents a fascinating moment in American history. The 1960s were a period of economic change, rising demand for coins, and rapid production at the United States Mint. During this time, millions of nickels entered circulation, but few people thought about saving them carefully. As years passed, many coins became damaged, lost, or melted away, making well-preserved examples increasingly difficult to locate. This gradual disappearance of high-quality specimens is one reason collectors believe certain rare nickels could continue increasing in value over time. For some people, discovering a rare 1964 Jefferson nickel feels almost magical. Imagine hearing stories about valuable coins for years, and then finally spotting one with unusual features in your own collection. The thrill of that moment can be unforgettable. Collectors often describe the experience as a rush of excitement because they know they may be holding something incredibly special. Even the possibility that a tiny nickel could carry enormous value is enough to inspire countless people to continue searching through old collections and forgotten coin jars every single day. Some of the most valuable examples are proof nickels created specifically for collectors. These special coins were struck with extra precision using polished dies, resulting in sharper details and stunning reflective surfaces. While many proof coins were carefully stored, only a small number survived in perfect condition. When one of these exceptional nickels receives a top professional grade, its value can rise dramatically. Wealthy collectors compete intensely for the finest known examples because elite-grade coins are considered trophies within the numismatic world. The market for rare coins is driven not only by money, but also by emotion, history, and rarity. Every old nickel tells a story about the era in which it circulated. A 1964 Jefferson nickel may have passed through thousands of hands over decades, witnessing countless moments in American life. This sense of history gives the coin personality and character that collectors deeply appreciate. Holding one feels like touching a small piece of the past, which adds even more fascination to its potential value. Even today, people continue to uncover surprising discoveries connected to the 1964 Jefferson nickel. Hidden treasures still emerge from old safes, inherited collections, estate sales, and forgotten piggy banks. These discoveries remind collectors that valuable coins have not all been found yet. Somewhere, another rare nickel may still be waiting to change someone's life forever. That possibility keeps the legend alive and ensures that the search for valuable 1964 nickels will continue for generations to come. The legendary 1981 Jefferson nickel is one of those hidden American coins that many people ignore every single day, without realizing the shocking treasure that could be sitting inside an old drawer, dusty piggy bank, or forgotten family coin jar. At first glance, this small 5-cent coin may look ordinary, but some rare versions of the 1981 Jefferson nickel have stunned collectors with incredible auction prices and unbelievable demand. Coin hunters across the world continue searching through pocket change hopping to discover a rare minting error, flawless condition specimen, or unusual strike that could transform a simple nickel into a collector's dream worth thousands of dollars. For some rare examples, the excitement becomes even bigger because high-grade coins with extraordinary features can become the center of fierce bidding wars among collectors who are willing to pay astonishing amounts for perfection. What makes the 1981 Jefferson nickel so fascinating is the mystery surrounding certain rare error varieties and ultra-high-grade pieces produced at the United States Mint facility in Denver. Millions of these nickels were created for circulation, but only a tiny number survived in nearly perfect condition. Most coins were scratched, damaged, or worn down after years of use in stores, vending machines, and pockets. However, a few exceptional pieces escaped heavy circulation and remained brilliantly preserved with sharp details, glowing surfaces, and stunning mint luster. When collectors discover one of these rare examples, the value can rise dramatically because demand for flawless older nickels continues to grow every year. The design of the 1981 Jefferson nickel carries deep American history that collectors admire passionately. The front of the coin features Thomas Jefferson, one of the founding fathers of America, while the back proudly displays his famous home, Monticello. Even though billions of Jefferson nickels were made over the decades, collectors know that not all coins are equal. Tiny differences in strike quality, surface condition, and mint errors can create massive differences in value. A normal circulated 1981 nickel may only be worth a few cents, but a rare mint-state example with strong details and perfect surfaces can suddenly jump into the thousands of dollars depending on its condition and rarity. One of the most thrilling parts of the 1981 Jefferson nickel story involves minting errors that make collectors lose their minds with excitement. Some rare nickels may show off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, die cracks, or unusual metal problems that occurred during production. These mistakes are extremely desirable because they are accidental and impossible to duplicate naturally. When a rare error appears on a well-preserved 1981 nickel, collectors immediately recognize its uniqueness. A dramatic mint error combined with excellent condition can create a coin that becomes far more valuable than ordinary nickels, sometimes reaching prices that surprise even experienced collectors. Another reason collectors chase the 1981 Jefferson nickel is the possibility of finding a full steps example. On the back of the coin, the steps leading up to Monticello are extremely difficult to strike perfectly. Most nickels show weak or incomplete steps because of production pressure during minting, but if a coin displays fully visible sharp steps without interruptions, it earns the prized full steps designation from grading companies. This tiny detail can increase value tremendously because collectors view full steps nickels as elite examples of quality and rarity. A high-grade 1981 full steps nickel can become one of the most sought-after pieces in a Jefferson nickel collection. Many people dream about discovering one of these valuable coins because stories of hidden treasures continue spreading through the coin collecting world. Imagine opening an old coin jar inherited from grandparents and spotting a bright 1981D nickel hiding among ordinary change. At first it may seem worthless, but after closer inspection, the coin could reveal rare characteristics that make collectors eager to pay huge money. These stories fuel the excitement of treasure hunting because valuable coins are sometimes discovered in the most unexpected places. Every year people continue searching through rolls of nickels from banks hopping to uncover a rare gem overlooked for decades. Condition is everything when it comes to determining the true worth of a 1981D Jefferson nickel. Coins that remain untouched with brilliant shine, sharp details, and no major scratches can command premium prices. Professional grading services examine these coins under magnification and assign grades based on preservation quality. The difference between an average mint-state coin and a nearly perfect specimen can mean the difference between a small collectible and a coin worth thousands of dollars. That is why experienced collectors handle valuable coins carefully and protect them in special holders to preserve their condition for future generations. The growing popularity of coin collecting has pushed demand for rare Jefferson nickels higher than ever before. Social media videos, coin auctions, and treasure hunting stories have inspired millions of people to check their spare change more carefully. Collectors love coins like the 1981D nickel because they combine history, mystery, rarity, and the thrilling possibility of discovering hidden wealth. Some collectors spend years searching for the perfect example to complete their collection, while others see rare coins as long-term investments that could rise dramatically in value over time. The excitement surrounding these nickels continues attracting both beginner collectors and serious investors alike. Although stories sometimes exaggerate values into the millions of dollars, truly exceptional 1981D Jefferson nickels with rare features can still reach astonishing prices that most people would never expect from a simple 5-cent coin. Coins with rare errors, full steps details, and ultra-high grades can become incredibly valuable in competitive auctions where collectors fight for ownership. This possibility is exactly why people are warned not to spend old coins carelessly without checking them first. A rare nickel mixed into ordinary pocket change could potentially be worth far more than its face value, especially if it possesses unique characteristics desired by collectors. The incredible legend of the 1981D Jefferson nickel proves that treasures can sometimes hide in the smallest and most ordinary objects. What appears to be a simple piece of metal may actually carry a fascinating history and surprising value waiting to be discovered. Across America and beyond, collectors continue examining nickels with excitement, hoping the next coin they inspect could be the one that changes everything. The idea that a forgotten 5-cent coin might hold the power to bring financial opportunity keeps the hunt alive and makes the world of rare coins one of the most thrilling hobbies on earth. The excitement surrounding the 1981D Jefferson nickel becomes even more intense when collectors begin discussing the rare coins that were accidentally saved directly from original bank rolls decades ago. These untouched nickels often display brilliant surfaces that look almost frozen in time, shining with a glowing silver appearance that instantly separates them from ordinary circulated examples. When such coins appear at auctions, experienced collectors study every tiny detail under powerful lights and magnification, because even the smallest difference in quality can send the value soaring higher. A sharply struck 1981D nickel with blazing luster and nearly perfect surfaces can create fierce competition among collectors who know how difficult these coins are to find today. Some treasure hunters believe the most valuable discoveries happen completely by accident. A person cleaning an attic, opening an old toolbox, or searching through inherited coin collections might suddenly uncover a forgotten group of Jefferson nickels that has remained untouched for decades. Among those coins could hide a rare 1981D example carrying a dramatic mint error or extraordinary condition that collectors dream about finding. These moments create unforgettable stories because the owner often has no idea the tiny 5-cent coin in their hand could attract serious collector attention. This mystery is one of the biggest reasons why coin collecting remains so addictive and exciting across generations. The Denver Mint produced enormous numbers of nickels during 1981, yet collectors understand that quantity does not always remove rarity. While millions entered circulation, only a microscopic percentage survived without damage, discoloration, or wear. Most people use these nickels every day without caring about preservation, causing countless coins to become scratched and dull over time. But a select few remain protected inside rolls, albums, or private collections where they escaped years of damage. Today, those rare survivors are viewed almost like hidden time capsules from the early 1980s. Carrying the original beauty, they possess the moment they left the minting machines. Collectors are especially fascinated by coins that reveal unusual production mistakes, because every error tells a story about what happened inside the mint during manufacturing. Some 1981D nickels may display doubling on letters or numbers, while others could show strange die cracks stretching across the surface like lightning bolts trapped in metal. There are also nickels with off-center strikes where the design appears shifted dramatically, creating a bizarre appearance that instantly attracts collector attention. Because mint errors are accidental, no two are exactly alike, making each rare coin feel unique and impossible to replace. This individuality adds enormous excitement and can transform a simple nickel into a prized collector treasure. Another remarkable factor increasing the popularity of the 1981D Jefferson nickel is the growing number of young collectors entering the hobby. Many people begin collecting after hearing incredible stories about ordinary coins selling for shocking prices. Once they learn that rare nickels can sometimes be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, they become obsessed with checking every coin they encounter. Families now search through spare change together, hoping to discover a valuable piece hiding in plain sight. This renewed interest keeps demand strong and helps rare Jefferson nickels gain even more attention within the collecting world. The world of rare American coins is filled with mysteries, hidden treasures, and unbelievable discoveries, but few stories create as much excitement as the legendary 1965 Jefferson nickel with the mysterious D mint mark. Coin collectors across the globe dream about finding one of these extraordinary nickels because rumors surrounding this coin have transformed it into a modern treasure hunt. Imagine reaching into an old dusty jar of coins, spotting a worn-out nickel, and realizing it could be worth a fortune beyond imagination. That single moment could completely change a person's life forever. Many collectors believe that certain rare examples of this coin possess values so shocking that ordinary people might accidentally spend them without ever knowing they once held a hidden treasure in their hands. The year 1965 was already one of the most fascinating years in American coin history because the United States Mint temporarily removed mint marks from coins in an attempt to stop collectors from hoarding rare pieces. That is exactly why the appearance of a 1965 Jefferson nickel carrying a D mint mark creates such unbelievable curiosity and mystery among collectors. Officially, regular 1965 nickels were not supposed to carry a Denver mint mark at all, which means that if such a coin truly exists, it instantly becomes the center of attention in the numismatic world. A coin with a minting mistake or an unauthorized mark can become one of the rarest discoveries ever seen, and rarity is the fuel that drives collectors into bidding wars worth thousands or even millions of dollars. What makes this legendary nickel even more exciting is the possibility of minting errors hiding on its surface. Some rare coins become valuable because of doubled lettering, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or strange metal mixtures created during the minting process. Collectors spend years studying Jefferson nickels under powerful magnifying glasses, hopping to discover tiny details that could separate an ordinary 5-cent coin from a once-in-a-lifetime jackpot. A single unusual feature on a 1965 Jefferson nickel could turn it into a coin worth more than luxury cars, giant mansions, or expensive jewelry collections. The idea that such enormous wealth might hide inside a small pocket coin keeps collectors constantly searching through old jars, drawers, and forgotten piggy banks. The Jefferson nickel itself already carries a strong historical identity because it honors President Thomas Jefferson, one of America's founding fathers. On the reverse side of the coin appears Monticello, Jefferson's famous home, giving the nickel a timeless American design loved by collectors for generations. But when mystery and rarity become attached to an already historic coin, its reputation grows into something much larger than ordinary money. Some collectors believe that ultra-rare versions of the 1965 nickel may have been experimental strikes, accidental productions, or secret minting mistakes that escaped the mint unnoticed. Whether these stories are fully proven or partly legendary, they continue to increase the excitement surrounding the coin every single year. The condition of the coin plays a massive role in determining its value. A heavily worn 1965 Jefferson nickel may still attract attention if it carries unusual features, but a near-perfect example with brilliant luster and sharp details can send collectors into a frenzy. Coin grading companies carefully inspect every scratch, shine, and design detail before assigning a grade, and the difference between average condition and mint condition can mean thousands or even millions of dollars in value. Some rare nickels discovered in pristine condition have shocked the collecting world with astonishing auction prices that few people ever expected possible from such a small denomination. Stories about hidden treasures always capture people's imagination, and the 1965 Jefferson nickel is surrounded by exactly that kind of thrilling mystery. There are tales of collectors purchasing old rolls of coins from banks only to uncover rare nickels hidden among common pieces. Others claim that rare mint errors remained unnoticed for decades because people never thought a simple nickel could hold extraordinary value. This possibility transforms everyday change into something magical. Every old coin suddenly feels important because nobody truly knows what rare detail might be hiding inside an ordinary-looking nickel waiting to be discovered. The market for rare American coins has exploded over the years as wealthy collectors compete to own the rarest examples ever produced. When two determined buyers both desire the same rare coin, the price can rise to unbelievable levels in a matter of minutes. Auction rooms become filled with tension as bids climb higher and higher, sometimes reaching amounts that completely shock the public. A mysterious 1965 Jefferson nickel with an unusual D, mint mark, and authentic rarity could easily become one of the most talked about coins in the collecting world. That possibility alone is enough to make collectors carefully inspect every nickel they encounter. One of the most fascinating aspects of coin collecting is how history, mystery, and fortune all combine into one tiny object. A coin that once bought candy or a newspaper decades ago can later become a prized artifact desired by elite collectors worldwide. The 1965 Jefferson nickel symbolizes that dream perfectly because it represents the idea that hidden wealth may still exist in everyday life. Many people unknowingly carry old coins without realizing that certain rare dates or minting errors could hold tremendous value. This dream of sudden discovery keeps millions of collectors searching tirelessly through old collections and inherited coin boxes. Another reason these coins attract enormous attention is the emotional connection people build with rare discoveries. Finding an extraordinary coin is not only about money, it is about the excitement of uncovering something history tried to hide. The thrill of identifying a rare minting mistake or discovering a mysterious variation creates unforgettable moments that collectors treasure forever. Some people spend decades searching before finally finding a coin that changes everything. The idea that one tiny nickel could potentially transform an ordinary person into a wealthy collector adds an almost legendary status to the 1965 Jefferson nickel story. In the end, the legend of the 1965 Jefferson nickel with a D mint mark continues to grow because it combines rarity, mystery, history, and the dream of unimaginable fortune into one incredible coin story. Whether hidden inside an old family collection, resting forgotten in a dusty drawer, or mixed among ordinary pocket change, the possibility of discovering such a treasure keeps the excitement alive for collectors around the world. Every nickel becomes worth a second look because history has proven many times that small coins can carry enormous value. For passionate collectors, the search never truly ends because somewhere out there, an extraordinary coin may still be waiting to change someone's destiny overnight. As the legend of the 1965 Jefferson nickel continues to spread among collectors, many people have started searching through inherited coin collections with renewed excitement and curiosity. Old cigar boxes filled with dusty coins, forgotten bank rolls hidden in closets, and jars sitting untouched for decades suddenly become potential treasure chests. The possibility that a rare minting mistake could be hiding in plain sight creates an almost electric feeling for collectors. Every worn nickel becomes a mystery waiting to be solved. Some collectors describe the experience as a modern treasure hunt, where a single overlooked coin could unlock unimaginable wealth and completely transform an ordinary life into one filled with fortune and recognition. Experts in rare coins often explain that the most valuable discoveries are sometimes the ones nobody expected to exist. That is exactly why the rumored 1965 Jefferson nickel with a D mint mark creates such powerful fascination. During that period, mint marks were intentionally removed from coins, making any unexpected mark appear almost impossible. If even a tiny number of these nickels escaped the mint with accidental markings or unusual production errors, their rarity could place them among the most sought-after coins in American history. Wealthy collectors are constantly searching for coins with unique stories because rarity combined with mystery creates enormous demand. When collectors believe a coin may be one of only a handful in existence, its value can rise to levels that seem unbelievable for something originally worth just 5 cents. The year 1990 may look ordinary to most people, but hidden inside old jars, dusty drawers, forgotten piggy banks, and coin collections could be a mysterious treasure that collectors dream about every single day. The 1990 D. Jefferson nickel, struck at the famous Denver Mint, has slowly become one of the most talked about modern coins among passionate collectors who search endlessly for rare errors, flawless conditions, and hidden varieties. At first glance, it may appear to be just another 5-cent coin, but certain rare examples have shocked the coin world with unbelievable values. Some collectors believe a single extraordinary specimen could be worth thousands upon thousands of dollars, especially if it carries rare minting mistakes or survives in nearly perfect condition. What makes this coin so exciting is the possibility that an ordinary person could unknowingly possess one without realizing its hidden power. The 1990 D. Jefferson nickel carries the image of Thomas Jefferson, one of America's most respected historical figures, and the coin itself represents an important era of United States coin production. During the early 1990s, millions of nickels were produced for circulation, but among those millions, only a tiny number emerged with rare characteristics that made collectors go absolutely wild. A single double die, off-center strike, wrong planchet error, or deeply mirrored surface can instantly transform an ordinary nickel into a legendary collector's prize. Stories continue to spread across the coin community about lucky individuals discovering rare nickels in spare change and later learning they were worth far more than anyone expected. That dream alone keeps collectors searching every day. One of the biggest reasons the 1990 D. Jefferson nickel captures attention is because condition means everything in the coin world. Most nickels from this year entered circulation and became scratched, faded, or damaged through daily use. However, a tiny number survived with sharp details, glowing luster, and almost untouched surfaces. These rare high-grade examples are the ones that can command astonishing prices. Professional grading companies examine every detail under powerful magnification, and when a coin receives an elite grade, collectors begin fighting to own it. Some nearly perfect examples have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars simply because so few exist in flawless condition. The difference between a common nickel and a fortune can sometimes be a single tiny mark. Another thrilling part of the 1990 Jefferson nickel story is the hunt for mint errors. Error coins are among the most exciting discoveries in American coin collecting because they were never supposed to exist in the first place. Imagine finding a nickel with a dramatic off-center strike, a clipped edge, doubled lettering, or strange metal flaws created during the minting process. These unusual mistakes turn simple coins into one-of-a-kind treasures. Collectors are willing to pay massive amounts because no two error coins are exactly alike. Some rare errors become famous across the collecting world, and once a unique coin enters auction headlines, its value can skyrocket overnight. This possibility keeps people checking every nickel they receive in change. Many collectors believe modern nickels like the 1990 issue are still underestimated treasures waiting to explode in value. Unlike older coins that have already been heavily searched, modern coins continue circulating unnoticed among everyday people. That means rare examples can still be discovered by anyone with patience and sharp eyes. The idea that a life-changing coin might be hiding inside an old family collection or forgotten container creates endless excitement. Some enthusiasts spend years searching through rolls from banks hopping to uncover a hidden masterpiece worth far more than 5 cents. Every search carries the thrill of possibility, and that excitement is what makes coin collecting so addictive for millions of people around the world. The Denver Mint Mark D on the 1990 Jefferson nickel adds another layer of fascination because collectors often compare Denver issues to those produced at other United States mints. Tiny differences in strike quality, luster, or rarity can dramatically influence collector demand. Coins with exceptionally strong details, especially on Jefferson's hair and the steps of Monticello on the reverse side, are considered especially desirable. Full-step nickels are legendary among serious collectors because the steps on Monticello must appear completely sharp and uninterrupted. These rare examples are difficult to find, and when discovered in high grades, they can command truly surprising prices in the market. Some people laugh when they hear a nickel could be worth enormous money, but history has repeatedly proven that rare coins can shock the world. Across the United States, ordinary-looking coins have sold for astonishing amounts because collectors compete fiercely for rarity and perfection. The same possibility surrounds elite 1990 Jefferson nickels. A rare error combined with pristine condition can create a coin that collectors desperately want. Auction excitement, collector demand, and limited supply can push prices higher than most people would ever imagine. That is why experienced collectors always warn others never to spend old coins carelessly before checking them closely. The emotional power behind rare coin discoveries is impossible to ignore. Imagine opening an old box inherited from family members and spotting a shining 1990 Jefferson nickel hidden among ordinary change. At first it seems worthless, but after careful inspection, you notice strange doubling, beautiful surfaces, or remarkable sharpness unlike any other nickel. Suddenly the coin transforms from everyday pocket change into something mysterious and valuable. This possibility creates excitement that few hobbies can match. Coin collecting is not only about money, it is about history, discovery, patience, and the dream that something extraordinary may already be sitting in your home waiting to be found. Collectors also admire the Jefferson nickel series because it tells the story of America through decades of changing designs, minting techniques, and historical moments. The 1990 issue represents an era before digital payments dominated the world, when coins passed through millions of hands every day. Each surviving nickel carries a hidden journey filled with unknown stories. Some traveled across countless states, while others remain protected for decades in collections. When a rare specimen finally appears at auction, collectors study every tiny detail with incredible passion because they know they may never see another example exactly like it again. So before you ignore that old 1990 Jefferson nickel hiding in a drawer or coin jar, take a closer look because it could hold far more value than anyone expects. Search carefully for unusual errors, brilliant luster, sharp Monticello steps, and signs of exceptional preservation. While most examples remain common, the rare few with extraordinary qualities can attract serious attention from collectors willing to pay impressive amounts for the right coin. The dream of finding a hidden treasure continues to inspire millions of people, and sometimes the smallest coins create the biggest surprises. A simple 5-cent piece from 1990 could become the unforgettable discovery that changes someone's future forever. As the years continue to pass, the mystery surrounding the 1990 Jefferson nickel only grows stronger. Many collectors believe that countless rare examples are still hiding in circulation because most people never inspect their coins carefully. Every day, nickels move from hand to hand without anyone realizing that one unusual piece could carry rare features capable of attracting serious collector attention. This hidden treasure possibility creates non-stop excitement in the coin community. Some collectors search through thousands of nickels for months without success, while others suddenly discover an incredible coin completely by accident. That unpredictability is what makes the hunt feel almost magical. One of the most fascinating discoveries connected to modern Jefferson nickels is the appearance of proof-like surfaces on certain rare examples. These coins can display mirror-like reflection that make them appear far more special than ordinary circulation pieces. When bright lighting strikes the surface, the nickel can shine with an almost liquid silver appearance that instantly captures attention. Collectors become especially excited when a 1990 nickel combines blazing luster with strong details and minimal imperfections. Such coins stand out dramatically from worn pocket change, and competition for these elite examples can become intense whenever they appear in auctions or private sales. Another reason collectors become obsessed with the 1990 Jefferson nickel is the possibility of discovering transitional or experimental minting mistakes. Throughout United States coin history, unexpected minting accidents have created legendary rarities that later sold for astonishing amounts of money. While these discoveries are extremely rare, the dream remains alive because mint employees handled massive production numbers every single day. A tiny mistake during metal preparation, striking, or die alignment could create a coin unlike any other. When collectors uncover something unusual, excitement spreads rapidly because the coin may represent a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. The design of the Jefferson nickel itself also adds to its timeless appeal. The image of Thomas Jefferson gives the coin a strong connection to American history and leadership. On the reverse side stands Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia estate, a symbol recognized by collectors around the world. Coins showing exceptionally sharp architectural details on Monticello often receive special attention because these details are difficult to preserve perfectly during mass production. A fully struck reverse with crisp steps and glowing surfaces can transform an ordinary nickel into a highly respected collector piece. Some experienced coin hunters even describe searching for rare Jefferson nickels as a modern treasure hunt hidden in plain sight. Instead of searching remote islands or buried chests, collectors examine pocket change, old jars, estate collections, and bankrolls hopping to uncover something extraordinary. The excitement builds with every coin inspected because nobody knows when the next valuable discovery will appear. One rare error or top-grade example can completely change the value of a collection overnight. This endless possibility keeps collectors motivated and fuels the belief that fortunes may still be hiding among ordinary coins used every day.